Hello my friends, John LaRuffa here with another straight up solo. And in this episode we're going to do a playthrough of the solo mode of Distilled. We're going to give this one a shot. Let's go do it. Okay folks, and as usual, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. And if you have, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Alright, so I'm going to try Tasting Flight C this time. And we're using Mr. Romero over here to begin my situation. So what do I got going on? Well, I've got two goals to start. I can sell a bronze to your spirit, and that's not so bad. Or I could sell a bronze or silver to your spirit from your distiller's region worth 6 or more. I kind of rather do that because what I'm going to try to do is go up this side of the track. This is selling a spirit worth 15 or more. This is collect 3 labels of a spirit of the same type, which I think I can manage because this one up here says collect 4 silver and or gold spirit labels. So these kind of move together. And so my basic thought about this is we're going to begin probably with something bronze and easy after we get a moonshine, and then go right to the silvers and try to hit a gold, maybe with some brandy. And then of course his signature one is worth a ton of points, so that'll be really helpful to get to the potential 84 I'll need over there. Okay, so we begin with $3 and we've got a water and a yeast and the standard stuff. So to kind of kick things off here, I think the best thing for me to do is work on getting something cheap and some more money. So I'd like to do that because I'd like to try to get these off the ground with regards to what I'm doing. And looking at the kinds of things I can distill, whiskey or rum is probably pretty much the same, except rum would be, well, they're both aged, so they're kind of really similar there. Neither of them would help me with this, but these two kind of go into play as well. So I think I'm going to just begin by seeing if I can get anything good out here. And the first one that catches my mind is this guy right here, and that costs 3, and that would let me get a yeast every single time. Now, the thing with getting this card is that it just says add a basic yeast to your card pantry. What that means to me is not that you get the bonus, because that's when you purchase it. So I'll get a bunch of yeast from him, but I won't get the bonuses of buying one. All right, so that's a little trade-off there, but I kind of like the idea of getting some extra yeast quickly. All right, and then since I have no money, I'm really kind of relegated to this kind of stuff over here. And because I do want to try to get off the ground with maybe a little moonshine or vodka, either one, might as well take 2 of the mixed grains to begin. All right, so I have done my efforts there. Let's see what comes up. So to discard, we're going to discard this and this. We're going to discard these 3 and the inside-outside cards here. Okay, so that is the market solo mechanic where they just help you churn through some of these extra cards, which is good. I think it does a really good job of making it feel even maybe like a 3-player game in that regard or more. All right, so we've done that. Now we're going to do the distill. So I'll set things up here. Here is my yeast. Here's my 2 sugars, and there's my water for the washback. So I'm going to add 2 alcohol to this because I got the 2 sugars in there. And with any luck, I'll actually discard both of those mixed grains so I can make some moonshine. But I wanted to put the alcohol in just to kind of get my extra bucks going. So here's my top, mixed grains, my bottom, yeast. Okay, so that means that what we did produce here is going to be a vodka. All right, because we did not get all of the stuff out of there. That's fine, I'm not too worried about that. So the vodka will gain me 1, well, let's put it in the barrel. So there, we've claimed it. Now, we're going to go sell it right away. We've got this glass bottle. We're going to go ahead and do that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I'll take the 5, put these 2 back, discard the 2 alcohol and the water and the grain. And there's no aging phase. And oh, when I did do the vodka there, I got 2 points. And I moved this up into round 2. So now I've got a little bit more money. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 3 of it. So we're back to the market phase now. And I'm going to spend 3 of it, sorry, not 3, 2 of it, to get my hands on this one right here, the Aquavite, or however you say that. I know it says it in the back of the book. So I'm going to do that because this one gives me more flexibility. So if I bust on one of these things or the other, I might be able to be in better shape versus going with the soju. The soju is more points, but I'd like the flexibility here. I didn't get my vodka though, so I think with what I have here, this would be really nice. I'm going to get this free upgrade now because this guy is awesome. So he says, during the distill phase, may count 1 sugar card in the distilled spirit stack as any sugar type when determining which recipe is made. So this guy is huge. That's really helpful because that's going to allow me to be a little more flexible in getting, you know, my signature recipe, which needs 3 of the fruit types or other ones. And maybe based on that, because I've got that flexibility, I can actually go with the soju instead. So let's spend the 2 to pick up the soju recipe. That is a bronzed here. And I'm hoping now that I'll be able to do this. It's got to be worth 6 or more. It's got to be for my distiller's region. Oh, yeah, that's why that's not going to work. Because it's not for my distiller's region. It says bronze or silver. So the silver one, which I can't afford yet, would be from the distiller's region. I could go the Pisco, but or the Pisco, however you say it. Still want to do that as a good stepping point to maybe get to a whiskey, which would be from my distiller's region, and that could help me out. All right, we'll still continue with that plan. And at the beginning, by the way, I forgot to do this already. At the beginning, get to add a yeast. Okay? I just got so excited about that. So, how did I spend my 3? Why did I spend my... Oh, because I spent 3 on the... So I spent 2 on this. What was the 3 for? Because I got 5. I don't know why I did that. Should have spent the whole 5. Should have just spent the 2. Let me make sure of something. Yeah, it seems like I just overspent accidentally. So that should have been just the 2 for that. All right, so I have plenty of stuff here with regards to the sugars and such. So one of my first cards will be the water. The water lets me flip something over. Let me see if I get lucky here on... I forgot to flip this over. Lucky here on this one here. What do we got? A faced bottle. So that would cost me 3. So I could purchase it for 3. What this does is lets me sell, if I'm going to sell something from the Asian region, which I am, I'll get a couple of extra points. Yeah, why not? So we will. We'll get that nice bottle there. Okay. And so I got 1 out of the center. I'm going to get the second one out of the center. Try to get myself in proper situation here to do the soju, if at all possible. So now I have at least 2 grain sugars. That would do the trick as long as I can discard and I get the right things. But I think we'll be okay. All right, I'm out of money. I've spent everything I need, so we'll just let it go. Okay, so then the B card that I reveal here is these 2, and this. So I'll clear a lot of barrels away, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't mind the barrels. I'll need those if I'm going to make some whiskey. And I get deeper, and I'm going to need some fruit, though. That's for darn sure. I'd rather do these if I can versus that, but that's what they're there for in that market. Okay. Now let's go ahead and make my concoction here. So we've got the water. I'm going to use both yeast. Try to give myself some extra cards here in the hopes that I cannot discard one of those grains, so I can, in fact, make a soju. But we'll find out. All right. Let's see what we're getting here. How are we going to make soju? So the tops, alcohol, good. Bottoms, oh, mixed grains. So did not get it. That's a bust. Looks like we're going to get more vodka. Oh, that's too bad. All right. Well, it is what it is. So these go back. Maybe I climbed a little bit too high at the beginning, hoping for the best. So these will go back, and now I get two. I'll put it in the, I'm not going to put it into this nice bottle. I'll put it into the barrel and use the regular bottle. So the barrel, regular bottle, sell it, and it's another vodka again, so that'll be 2 more points, and that will be $5 more. And another vodka, which doesn't give me much more breathing room, really, because now I got to get to it. And in order to get to it, I think what I'm going to need to do is go to this. If I take this spot, I get the $5, which could give me what I need to help out to get things going. The brandy would be nice to get going sooner rather than later. So I could do this and get the free recipe. And then I could at least start aging the brandy and maybe get lucky on it. I need 2 fruit, which would be those. So the issue I'm going to have is, well, I do have that. So we'll see. Maybe we can, because this guy will allow me to change this. All right, we're gonna risk it for the biscuit, okay? That's what this game, I'm not sure if that's what this game's all about, but certainly I feel like you do have to take a little bit of chance here. So let's go ahead and do the free recipe. All right, so that's going to be my gold brandy. And then, but if I do that, I'm going to really be putting myself behind. I'm going to pause on that whole idea. What I will do instead is I will decide to go here and get the $5. That'll at least give me enough money to kind of move some of this stuff around, give myself some flexibility. Okay, so we've done that. Put these back here. Discard, 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 discard. Okay, now I'm into round number 3, and what are we going to do? So I have the water. I'm going to get a free yeast, so I don't have to worry about that. So I've got those. And I do need to do this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the whiskey, all right? And that's a silver, so that's going to be 4. And in that regard, because I need to score at least a 6, I do want to get some premium ingredients here. And I do have some money for it, and probably the best thing to do would be to get the barley and hope it doesn't get discarded. That cost me 4. Okay. And then, if I got to do this, I got to get a barrel. Oh, the barrel's 4 too. Ooh. That is not going to let me do what I need. So I'm going to back that off a smidge, because if I do whiskey now, yeah. See, this is a tough game. I swear it's tough, because I don't quite know when the right time is to make some of these moves. So I spent the 4. I'll get the 4 back. I need to get this wooden barrel if I'm going to do any of this distillation or any of this aging. And the aging is going to be important if I'm going to make this whiskey. I think I do want to do that. So let's do that. Let's spend this. Let's get a plain old wooden barrel. I'd love to get a better one. It's just not going to happen. So I got a plain old wooden barrel. And then I have $2 left. $2, unfortunately, will not give me any of the premium ingredients. And so, instead, what I will do is I will pick up these 2. Try to get a lot of alcohol out of this. So I'll pick up those 2. And I still have 2 left. Is there anything for 2 that makes some sense here? I don't think so. A frosted glass bottle, that'll help. And at least with that, I'm going to go with the frosted glass bottle just to try to pump this up. This won't actually, no, I take that back. Because I'm going to try to make whiskey, I need to save a little bit for next time to try to get something if I need it. So I'm going to pause right there. That's going to be good enough. Okay, so now we do the market reveal here, and looks like he's pulling out these, and these. And in doing so, we will fill it back up. Maybe I get some lab or some actual equipment. There's some of it. There's the natural spring water. There's some fruit that I need. Okay. Let's go do some distilling, shall we? So here's our water source. Here's that. And then we put 3 more alcohols in here. 1, 2, and 3. So I just need 2 of these grains to stick. If I discard both of them, well, I'll be very disappointed. And this will be a very uninteresting playthrough. All right. Good. So it can't, oops, and the bottom. All right, so we lost 2 alcohol. I would have liked to keep a little bit, but beggars can't be choosers. So now what we've got here is we have ourselves a whiskey. So that's going to be enough to put in a barrel, because whiskey is just 2 or more grains. And so I can put it in a barrel and age it. So I'm going to slap a barrel on there. Now the funny thing is that I think, even though I'm doing that, it's not actually going to help me get the money I need. So this will be good for later, but I'm going to need to do something smarter than this. Shoot, maybe I just sell the bronze tier spirit next time and advance the goal somehow, but I'm going to need to do something better than that. Okay, so we captured that. I'm going to put a mystery flavor in there, and that'll be for next time. Okay, I do not think that it makes any sense whatsoever for me to do any tasting. I don't want to lose any points. I got a little bit of money here, and so we're not going to do that. Yeah, and that's their stuff. Okay, all right, so we'll go to round 4, and here now we will, so we've already aged that. Yep, we aged the 1. Yes. So what do we want to do here? I guess I really need to make this soju whether I like it or not, because it's not helping me one bit to not do that. But I get the free yeast. I've got plenty of alcohol for the water, so I don't need that. I only have $2. $2 will not get me any premium ingredients. And the issue I've got is I'm going to be taking another chance if I go with the 2 grain and trying to make that. So probably the better choice would be to pick up this in the hopes that I can make it, because at least I'll get a bronze. So I will do that just in case. And that way, if I don't make the soju, at least I'll make that. All right, so I'll get 2 of these. Won't buy from the premium at all. Let's see what we've revealed here. So the solo, what have you, takes those away, snags these, and removes these. Carton bottle. Can you imagine using that? That does not look tasty at all. Looks like you'd be drinking eggnog or something out of that creamer. Okay, now let's see what we can make. So we're going to go with this as my water source. Here's my yeast. Here's 2 alcohol or sugars. So there's 2 more alcohol. All right, I just need 1 of these to stick. So that'd be terribly unfortunate. Yeah, I should have just put the whiskey here. Even though I know what it is. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Tops, alcohol. Bottom, alcohol. All right, so it's not going to be very valuable, but it is going to be a bronze tiered ingredient. So the good news about that is we do, in fact, have a bronze tier Celebron spirit. Hooray. We have the soju. Soju just needs a metal barrel, which we can do that. And then we can go right to, so we're going to sell this. So this is going to open this up and unlock these two. So that means, oh good, distill an aged spirit. I've already done that, but I actually have to do that on the round that I want to collect it. So because I did it in the round previous, I cannot do this. But in order for me to walk the way I was hoping to walk, I need to do that next time. So I'll figure that out, because I'm going to unlock the whiskey, and maybe I'll make another whiskey if I have time for all this stuff. Which I could. I mean, you know, we'll see. Okay, so we've done this. We keep the 2 alcohols. Now we're going to bottle this thing up. And this is a soju, so I'm going to use my special bottle. And so my special bottle is going to give me 3 points, plus the 5 for the soju is 8. Not 3 points. Yeah, 8. So that's going to be 8 points right there. So that puts me to 13. And then $4. And then our soju. And the question is, his stuff now, so his signature recipe is awesome, and I really want to make sure I get it, but I'm not set up well for that at all. So I think this is the point where I do I switch over to the brandy to do my next situation here. So we're going to have to do a little hope floats on this one, but I think it's going to be okay. So I'm going to put this over here, and I am going to take the free recipe there. Okay. And so that's good. It's been bottled. This gets discarded. Well, it doesn't get discarded. It's actually in my bottle collection, which I'll set way over here. Let's see if we can actually get some collection going this time. The barrel goes back. The alcohols, the grains go out. This would go down. Round number 5. Yeah, it feels like I'll have no way. I'm going to have to get super lucky. Collect 3 spirit labels of the same type of spirit. Well, you know, the only good news, I have to make vodka one more time to get that. It's not the end of the world. Collect 3 equipment distilleries, impossible for me. Sell a gold tier spirit worth 22 or more points, also probably impossible. Now, do I want to sell this whiskey, or do I want to wait to age it one more time? Selling it now will give me a little bit. It'll give me a whiskey. Well, I need to sell it now because I need my brandy barrel back, plain and simple. So I am going to sell this. I'm not going to age it again. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to put it in a standard bottle. All right, because I had the standard bottle, thank goodness. That's caught me before why I haven't had enough bottles for things. Okay, so in this case, my flavor is Old Cellar. Wet concrete basement walls, but without Billy the Puppet. Yeah. I don't know who the heck Billy the Puppet is. Somebody that the designer must have known, huh? Okay, so all this is just going to give me, it's really 3, plus it's a whiskey. So I'm going to get 10 points, which is great. This puts me to 23. I get the whiskey. I'll get the $4. Yeah, because that tasting wasn't, or that wasn't. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I get 1 because I sold with 1 of these. So that's 1 more. And then I get the $4, which I'll gladly take. Now, where's this whiskey going to go? Well, I would love to get the right kind of stuff needed there, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. 1 free ingredient. I guess I could get a free basic ingredient, and that's not the end of the world because I need to have 2 brandy, and I'm going to be a little shy on everything else. So maybe that, I mean, that seems a little weak, but the other thing is I could get so this is going to be a brandy. Maybe I just go with this. I'll try for the points, the etched crystal decanter, because I'm going to need that special bottle. Yeah, talking myself into it. Etched crystal decanter it is. So that's a freebie. Okay. So the glass bottle goes back, the barrel goes back, this goes back. I already advanced it to the 5th round. I'm not going to forget that. And so there we go, and the old cellar goes under here. All right. Well, ironically, I collected 2 different spirit labels in that turn because I got the soju and the whiskey. So that does mean that I did this. The problem with that is it puts me in this tier and I've got only these to work from. So I have to, most likely, since I'm not going to get a 22 and I'm not going to get that, I'm basically going to have to use this 1-point swapper right here. So I'm going to flip this over to swap 2 solo goals, which will mean 5 more points. It's probably slicing my own throat, but that's just the way it's going to be. And the question is there any possible way I'll sell a spirit worth 15 or more? And I don't think so, because that's crazy. That's a lot of booze and premium ingredients and such. So I think the better move would be to do this collect 3 spirit labels of the same type, which means another vodka, but we'll do that in a minute. We'll see what happens. So I'll swap those over around like that, and then maybe, just maybe, I can get my hands on this one, and I'm sure I can do that. That's pretty easy, but it's also going to be tough to climb the rest of the ladder here, so we'll see what happens. Collect 6 non-aged spirit labels. The other thing is I could go 6 non-aged spirit labels to try for the win. That would be me deciding to go against the plan I had with his brandy. I'm going to stick with the plan where it was. Okay. So in that regard, I have reset everything I need to. It is time for the market phase. Okay, so in this market phase now, we have got to get ourselves some fruit because that's the only way I'm going to make this brandy now. So that'll be 4. Well, actually, I can count one sugar as something else, so I might as well get this one for free, these mixed grains, save myself some money. Because, and maybe it's even better to actually invest in some points, get the premium sugar cane. That's $5. Let's keep it on the cheap for now. Maybe that's probably why I'm slicing my own throat here, but let's do that. So these are my 2. It doesn't mean I can't add more, which I should, because I really need to jack this up. That's the one way to sell something with so much money, you really have to jack up the alcohol content to try to get some premium stuff and get all these to go. I get the yeast, like I said in the beginning. And now with this extra money, I really should try to buy some premium ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will help me at least really get the job done in that regard. There's the fig. Okay, well, either way, if I pump this up, the only issue is that I can only swap that for 1. Because that counts as 2, and so the only issue is here, I've got to have at least 2 fruits. So this says, may count 1 sugar card in the stack as any type. Okay, so technically I could grab this. And so what I should do is I should leave this one out of the running. And instead of doing that, I think I will, because I picked that as one of my cards. I'll just get myself this yeast, and that'll at least help me gain another $1 for later. All right, so let's see what we can make here. Yeast, here's my water sources, and I'll add 3, 1, 2, 3 alcohols. So let's see what happens with this distillation action. So here, let's roll. Okay, shuffled very well. Top, alcohol. Bottom, yeast. Good. Glad I'm getting that out of there. So that means that I have the ability to make this specifically into a fruit. So I have 3 fruit, which is enough to do this. It's enough to do that, but I can't do my signature recipe because I didn't get this. And I don't know. I couldn't do it. So the good news is, though, is I have everything I need. And because it says I get to, during the still phase, add, oh no, 2 alcohol. I did that. Never mind. All right, so let's put it in the wooden barrel. And then that will let me age it. Put a flavor under there. And this now will be brandy when the time comes. I think I'm going to come ridiculously short of these goals. That's why I love this game. Because if it was just beat your own score, it'd be way too flabby, right? But I've got serious pressure to try to figure this out. And so next time I'm absolutely going to distill a vodka. It'll be cheap because I got to do this. And then I'm hoping that in my last round I'm able to just limp over the finish line. But we'll see. We'll see indeed. Okay, so that's done. These go back to my pantry. Now we're going to try to make the booziest vodka I've ever made here. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'm not going to sell anything. I just aged, and now we are on to round 6. So in round 6, we are going to, like I said, make some boozy stuff here. It can be anything. I get this free deal. I need it to be, so I'm going to get both of these for sure because I need it to be at least vodka. Now, I do have a special bottle, so I'm going to be okay to uncork both of those and sell them both this round. For $2, is there anything else? I can get a frosted glass. That'll be okay. That'll help me at least make some more points, and I'm in desperate need of points. So I'll get the frosted glass. Put that there. All right. So what do we reveal? We reveal this and this. Those go away. These go away. And these go away. All right. So how is it that I only have 4 things out here? Well, because that's right, because now I'll do 2 of them, there'll be 6 at the end of round 6, and then I will have 1 more for 7. That makes sense. Because I would have done 5 that time. Okay, we're good. All right, so we have gotten what we need here. We got everything. All right, let's just make some hopefully highly boozy vodka. It won't be that boozy because there's not a lot of ingredients in here. Oops, I forgot to restack. Yeah, the theme of this game really appeals to me. I think it's fun. I think the fact that you don't quite know what you're getting adds a lot of tension. Obviously, I bet there's people out here know that, oh, you made some mistakes, because there are mistakes to be made. It is not just a willy-nilly game. Maybe I invested wrong in things or whatever, but I don't know. I just think it's a lot of fun. All right, we lose the yeast. Perfect. We lose the yeast. Perfect. So we have, oh, and I forgot to put in the, sorry, that's unfortunate. I forgot to put in the 2 alcohols when I plopped those down. It wouldn't have mattered because I would have, well, I guess I have to do it again. There's no doubt about it. I have to do it again. All right, alcohol and alcohol. So it mattered because it's cheap now. Okay, well, we did make some cheap vodka. Vodka worth 2 points. We're not going to use this frosted glass. Well, I might as well because there's no reason not to. At least it'll make more. And I'll use the metal barrel here. So these alcohols come back. And now I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the vodka is 6, so $6. And that vodka was worth 2 for the actual vodka, plus 2 more, so it's 4. And there is my next token here. Free ingredient. Probably. Because, yeah, see, I think I'm hosed. Because I can't get 4 silver or gold because that I had to do too much stuff here. So the only thing I would be able to do is yeah, I'm hosed, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and get the well, yeah, I don't have any fruit. I guess for fun's sake, because I know I can't win particularly, I will go and do this. I'll go ahead and get my signature ingredient and see if I can at least, pull this off. So we'll do that to the pantry. Okay. And then that was the cell number 1. So this goes back. This bottle goes in my collection. Nothing special with it though. These get discarded. Now I will sell. Yeah, so that's 3 spirit labels of 1 type. Hold on, getting ahead of myself. So it flips these 2 over. So what do I have here? This C and this C says, collect spirit labels from 2 different regions. Well, I've already done that. I will do that right now. So that means I'm going to be able to establish this goal right now because my first region was vodka. So that is a specific one. But then I'm going to get the brandy, and the brandy will be from the Europe. So that'll be different. That'll be 2 different regions. The vodka is from the Americas, and this will be from Europe. So I will be doing that. So I'll be close. I'll be able to be close. All right. So here's the brandy now. We're going to put this over here, and we're going to take the 2 points. Because, well, I might as well take the turbo yeast or the sugar cane. Sugar cane might be better because at least then I can turn it into what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take the sugar cane. It's amazing how little fruit I got up there. Okay, anywho, sugarcane goes here. So what do we got? We have, the flavor is Band-Aids. Oh, bandages. Nasty. Add iodine-soaked ones on to add that. Ouch. Nobody likes bandages from a standpoint of flavors. At least I wouldn't. Okay, so then here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus, I'm going to put it into my premium bottle because this is for the brandy. 7, 8. So that's $8. And point wise, we have 4 points, 6 points, and it's brandies, right? So that'd be 19 points in total for the brandy, which is nice. So 47. Okay. And then all this gets discarded. We got another bottle for the region. That's cool. Barrel comes here. Lots of alcohol goes away. This goes away. This goes away. That and that. Okay, we've sold everything. There's nothing to age. Now, last round. So if... Okay, and I collected 2 spirits from 2 different regions. So basically what it would come down to is if I could have a way to do this, that'd be good. But I don't because I've collected, like I can't get a 4th silver or a 4th gold. I can only get a 3rd. Unfortunately, it was just too constrained. And then it says collect 6 non-aged spirit labels. Well, I stupidly charged ahead with that brandy. Otherwise, I would have had a shot at that. So I'm still going to go for the gusto here. I'm going to go for my big one. Why not? All right, so I got the ingredient there. So then what I need to do really is, this is just going to be 4 of these. I'm sorry, 2 of these, right? I get my free yeast. Hope I didn't already get it. I don't think I did. Then I have some money left over. So the best thing to do, since this is going to be an American one, none of those help. I could buy some turbo yeast. The malt mill is a little late on that. Once per market phase, may discount 1 ingredient. Yeah, a little late for that one. Yeah, we're kind of hosed. So what I'll do is I'll spend 6. I'll get the turbo yeast. Oh, spend 3 more. I'll get those grapes. So that's definitely better than what I was gonna do. Okay. Turbo Yeast says during distillation add 1 additional alcohol. So here's my yeast. 1 more yeast, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lots of alcohol. So I'm gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 alcohol to this thing. This is gonna be a boozy recipe. Now it has to contain those special grapes. So if those get shut out, I think it says I can actually add them back in. You may return it to your spirit you just distilled. Okay, so it won't get blocked, and I love that mechanic because that would just be ridiculous. I'm not worried about resetting the cards because I'm not doing that again. No need to go back to the market here. Okay, tops, sugarcane, bottoms, my special ingredient, which comes back in. All right. So I'll just set this sugarcane aside. So we put up, let's just put it here so it's easier for me to read all the stuff that counts and all the stuff that doesn't. Oops. Then we're going to put it into this and sell it with that. So we made ourselves the special Pisco, the Peruvian Pisco Puro. All right. And that'll get me 2 points just for doing that. And then it'll also get me 14 points. Plus 1 is 15. Plus 4 is 19. Plus 4 more is 23. So 23 points in total from where I am right now. So that means I'm at 49, so that'd be 52, 60, 72. So 72, pretty close, but no cigar. And then money-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus the 1 for this, 17 bucks. So you kind of see how it is possible to make those big ones if you really grip it and rip it. All right, so that would be the end of the sell phase. Then I'm going basically to scoring. And as you can tell, I mean, I didn't accomplish what I was going to do there, but from an extra score standpoint, so we've got our spirits. We're done there. Bottle collection, I have 2 different regions, so that's 2 points. And then distillery upgrade. So this one says, if all 3 sugar types are represented in your non-vodka labels, you get 2. So I have 1 sugar type, 2 sugar types. Oh, that's too bad. Nope. This is 1 for each of your specialist distillery upgrades. So that's 2 points there. So 2 more. So 76. I didn't get it on the points and I didn't get it in the condition, but that is my high score, I think, for this game. Oh, wait. And then I get, I think, yeah. So 2, 3 more points. 79. Well, either way, I enjoyed the game, and I'm really happy that you watched. I would have had to get, well, it depends on which one, but let's just say that'd be 70, 84, 89. So I was 10 points short, but I put up a good fight this time, got closer. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and I hope that whatever you decide to play in the future, you have a fantastic time doing it. Take it easy, everybody.